Bright suns and rising moons, everybody, and welcome back to the live show. This week, we are talking about the world of video games. Yes, this week has been a huge week for gaming news, and we're going to talk about some of the highlights, including Star Wars Galactic Racer, as well as Star Wars Zero Company, which I still need to bring up those websites real quick, and then we'll get into that. Hold on one second here. Star Wars Zero Company. I know, but guess what? We're doing this live, right? So it's always fun. And Star Wars Galactic Racer. Hope that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful week. Hope that you are staying cool if you are in a place in the world that is extremely hot. I was going to say here in the States, but we have viewers from all over the world that watch the show here, and hope that you're staying cool. Hope that you and your loved ones are well. Um, your family, your friends that are your family. Before we get into all of the awesome news that happened this week, I am going to tell you some of the things that I am about to start playing. Um, so recently, I'm so glad I have these over here. So recently, I picked up 007 First Light, which um, this came out at the end of May. I had this pre-ordered for a while, and then as soon as it came out, I had to go pick it up. This is the best James Bond game I have ever played. And this might actually be my favorite video game of all time. I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're like, Eric, how can this be your favorite video game of all time? It just is. I mean, it's perfect to me. It's every not only is it an amazing James Bond adventure, but it's everything I wanted in a game. I feel like I'm playing I feel like I'm playing through Uncharted when I'm playing this game, with a little bit of Hitman DNA and like mostly Bond DNA. I love Uncharted and Hitman. They are incredible games. The Uncharted franchises is actually, in fact, my one of my favorite game franchises of all time. I think like if you asked me like what my favorite gaming franchise is, it would be Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. I love those two games so much. They are perfect to me. So yeah, they are my favorite video game franchise. That's my favorite video game franchise. But this, uh, this is my favorite Bond game, and this is my favorite game of all time. Um, this is also a game of the year contender, in my opinion. It's it's that damn good. So, been playing First Light. I'm going through the tax sims right now. Trying to also get those trophies. I want to platinum this game. I've had my PlayStation for a couple of years now. I haven't platinumed a game yet, but this is going to be my first platinum. I am going to work on that, and yeah, it's going to be awesome when I do. We will rejoice in celebration if I do get the platinum for this. So, um, yeah, First Light is amazing. I can't say enough about this game. Yeah, so there's that. What do I plan on playing next? So, I've already played through God of War 2018 through PS Plus, but I think I'm going to revisit this again um very soon because they did announce the next God of War game, which is God of War Laufey, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, I'm gonna replay this one. This is the 2018 God of War, the kickoff to the Norse saga. So I'm gonna play this one, and then I'm going to follow it up with Ragnarok. Um, I started playing this a little bit through PlayStation Plus, but um, yeah, I really want to dive into this one and really dive into this character study into Kratos and Atreus and and also Faye. Um, yeah, so I'm really excited to dive into this one too. And then because the third game in this franchise was just announced, or the third game in this remake, I just gave it away, was just announced. I am finally going to go through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I got this a while ago um, because I was like, you know what, I played through remake through PS Plus, and I was like, I have to get I have to get remake, the physical copy of remake. So I did. I got the I got the PS5 copy that comes with the Yuffie DLC. I got that sometime last year, I believe. Yeah, sometime last year. And then yeah, Rebirth. I'm going to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I've heard nothing but amazing things about. Um, which covers like the middle section of the original game. So yeah, I'll be playing that. Um, on top of all of that, I've been trying to play through Mega Man Star Force Collection, which I I'm not I'm having a hard time playing the game because I can't get into it. I rented it from GameFly, so you know I can always send it back. It's no big deal, but it's one of those games that I think that if I was like really in the mindset to play it, I would, you know, I'd play through it. But like right now, I can't. Like right now, I'm just not in a mindset to play it. And I think that's one of the issues that I have with the game. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just I yeah, I don't have the patience for it. But yet I can play Bond and I can play these other games. But Mega Man, I don't know. I guess I just don't have the patience for it. Yeah. Um, yeah, but I'm you know, it's a great time to be a gamer. We had some amazing things announced this week. You know, we kind of kicked the week off with the Sony State of Play, and we're gonna go through we're gonna go through a few of those announcements with that. Yeah, there's the screen share. There we go. There we go. I'm yeah. So this is from PlayStation Blog. And it says State of Play 2026, all announcements and trailers. So you have you know, Wolverine here, which we're going to talk Wolverine in just a few minutes. We have Control Resonant, Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis, Until Dawn 2, Marathon, God of War Laufe, which is in development, and then Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, um, which, yeah. So let's see here. Oh, we've got Ace Combat 8, which will be coming out. That's going to be in October. It's I've never played an Ace Combat game, but I think I might actually try to get one off of GameFly. And maybe make that like my next like kind of quick game to play because I'd like to alternate um between like long games and quick games. Uh, or just like playing the occasional round of golf and PGA Tour 2K25 because I just enjoy it. I think it's fun. But yeah, Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thieve. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this goes. You're gonna have 30 different aircraft to choose from in this. Boncho the Chef, I believe this is a prequel to, yeah, this is a prequel to Dave the Diver, which I've never played Dave the Diver, but I've heard awesome things about it. So I might check that one out too. So this is about a cook named Boncho, and he travels the globe, honing his skills. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, we've got Control Resonant here. Um, I don't really want to show these trailers right now because I also don't want to get like the copyright thing from YouTube, where it's like, hey, you're showing this thing, and you know, because YouTube's done that to me, even with the sound muted, they've still done that to me, and it's a little annoying. So, Control Resonant is the follow up to Control, and this is set in the universe of Alan Wake, which, if you've never played Alan Wake or Alan Wake 2, I highly recommend them. They're incredible games. They're phenomenal. They can be a bit scary, especially Alan Wake 2. But they're very, very good, and I highly recommend them. I highly recommend Control as well. It's very interesting. It's got a lot of action in it. It has an amazing soundtrack. Um, there's that Poets of the Fall song called, or no, that's an old Gods of Asgard song called Take Control, which is awesome. So this one deals with Jesse's brother Dylan, who has some telepathic abilities, and this is about him confronting a paranormal threat in Manhattan outside of the oldest house. So at this point, the oldest house has fallen, which is the headquarters for the Federal Bureau of Control. Hey, Zach. Which is the headquarters of the FBC, which is the Federal Bureau of Control. Um, this comes out in September. As much as I love Control and Alan Wake 1 and 2, I'm really on the fence with this one. I think uh when this comes to PS Plus, I think I'm going to wait for this to come to PS Plus. I I know that kind of makes me a bad like um um Sam Lake fan, because Sam Lake writes most of these games. But I just I don't I'm not riding the hype train for this one. Um and I'm sorry. If you are excited for this game, awesome. Do not let me drag you down. Do not let me drag you down. Next up, Dune Awakening is coming to consoles in September. So this is an open world survival, pretty much MMORPG set on Arrakis. Um, it it looks fine. It looks fun. I love the Dune movies, honestly, but I'm good if I don't play this one either. Maybe a free trial, like like if I get the chance to do a free trial, I might do that. Next up, Dynasty Warriors 3, complete edition remastered, super ultra turbo mega EX edition, whatever. The reason why I make that joke is it just seems like whenever there's like a new remaster or like a new re-release for a game, they just add all of these ridiculous titles to it, like Street Fighter used to do, where it's like Street Fighter Alpha Omega Sigma EX 2.5 HD 2D 3.5 remake, the third, like, something like that. Um so but if you didn't know about this, if you didn't know this about me, which a lot of you don't, I actually do enjoy the Dynasty Warriors games. I grew up playing them on PlayStation 2, and they were so much fun. They were just a lot of fun. I had a great time with those games. What's here? Oh, here's God of War Laufey, which so excited for. I like I said, I have to go through Ragnarok, and I'm gonna replay 2018. But I'm really excited for this game. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love how the combat is kind of going back to the style that we had with the old Greek saga. And I say Greek saga because I don't really classify it as a trilogy because you also had Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus and Ascension. So I'd call it more of a saga. But really excited for this one. Sony Santa Monica blew the roof off of the state of play with this. This reveal is awesome. Um, Also here for the talking cube named Frank, played by Jack Quaid. So let's see here. Marathon has a new update. This is called Nightfall. Um, in fact, if you want, you can play Marathon in open play right now. Which okay, cool. This didn't really stand out to me either. I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters, to be honest. I tried playing Rainbow Six Siege, which or not Siege, Extraction, Rainbow Six Extraction, and I wasn't like a big fan of it. I hear a lot of people that play Marathon though have a great time playing it, and if that's you, awesome. Like, cool, cool. I'm happy for you. Um, but yeah, I will be skipping Marathon. Let's see here. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls has announced their next wave of fighters that will be joining the game after the game comes out, and this is the Knights of Doom. So you have Carnage, Magneto, Green Goblin, and Doctor Doom. This just looks like a really fun game. I am not the biggest fan of fighters. The most recent fighter I tried to play was Invincible Versus, and I played in the beta for that and just got demolished. Um, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give the fighting guys their thing, right? Like I'm giving them their dues. I'm giving them their respect. I'm not gonna, as much as I want to play this game, I'm good if I don't play this game. I am. It just looks like a lot of fun though. And then we had Wolverine with the extended gameplay trailer. Um, this game is it's gonna be awesome. Like this game is gonna be so good. I a lot of people like a lot of people have watched this trailer, and some people are like, well, the combat doesn't look that good, the blood doesn't look that good, and then others are asking if you can turn off the blood and the gore, which I believe Insomniac is going to put that as an option in the game to do. And I get it because like parents that want to play this in front of their kids, which I do not recommend, but the parents that do want to play this in front of their kids, I understand that they want to like, not have the blood and stuff like that. Some people have said that Wolverine's suit heals when you're like playing in the quick time event to heal his suit, and honestly, who cares? It's a comic book game, right? It's a silly, fun comic book game. Just enjoy it for what it is. And then other people have complained about Jean Grey and her not being attractive or hot. And honestly, really, that's the hill you're going to die on. That's the hill that you want to die on. All right, whatever. I think Jean Grey looks great, and I'm excited to see other X-Men characters either help or hinder Wolverine in his quest. I loved the combat mechanics with Jean Grey. Like she's, Wolverine's like throwing people in the air and stabbing them, and like Jean's like ripping them off the claws and then kind of like sending them back. Like it's awesome. Like it's great. I loved it. Um, and Wolverine does come out in September, September 15th. So it's kind of around the corner. I am really, really excited for Wolverine. Um, ill. Uh, yeah, this is a survival horror game set in first person. Um, eh. And then we had Kimore, which is like a supernatural adventure. Some of this, it's interesting because some of these games look and feel like Souls likes, but at the same time, like they're not, but they are, but they're not. I just wish that um some of these games would find their identities into like what kind of genre they want to be. Like if you have a game that's clearly a Souls like, but it's not a Souls like, but it is a Souls like, you need to market it as a Souls like. Like if that's like the basis of your game, then do it that way. Um the only Souls like I play is Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, because and they're not really Souls likes. See what I mean? Um, but like I enjoy those because they're Star Wars stories, and I love Cal Kestis. He's actually Cal Kestis is my favorite Star Wars character actually. Um, so yeah. Um, let's see here. No Rest for the Wicked, which is a Souls. It's a Souls like from the creators of Ori and the Blind Forest. Cool. Omnimusha, Way of the Sword. This is another Souls like, in my opinion, which launches in September. Phantom Blade Zero is another Souls like, which launches in October. Um, RuneScape Dragon Winds is coming to PlayStation Plus, which is cool. Yeah, this one really made me happy. This is the Rayman Legends Retold trailer, which is going to be launching October 1st. And this is, hold on one second. And this is a fun co-op platformer. I love it. I think it looks great. And my wife is watching the greatest episode of Psych in the background because I just heard Tim Curry. It's American Duos, isn't it? Yep. So there you go. But Rayman Legends Retold looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited for that one. Silent Hill Townfall comes out in September. Cool. I'm not a Silent Hill fan, but there are Silent Hill fans out there, and cool. I hope that you have a lot of fun with this game. I really do. I hope that it's very entertaining. Stuntman Hollywood. I actually do want to play this because I want to drive a friggin' DeLorean. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That actually, I believe, comes out soon. The Lost Wild. This is coming out in 2027. It's a survival horror that features dinosaurs. So it could be good, actually. It could be very good. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis. This is coming out in February 12th. Really excited for this one, actually. It looks like a lot of fun. I love a good Tomb Raider adventure. I was a big fan of the reboot trilogy that they did. On the dinos, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Tomb Raider looks fun. Until Dawn 2. This actually really surprised me. Um, it looks fun. It also looks like Neil Newbon from Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be in this game, and it looks entertaining. I might actually play this. Like I said, I'm not a horror fan. Don't really like horror games that much, but this one looked like a lot of fun. So we'll see. Um, yeah, that's it for Sony's State of Play. A lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good stuff in there. It was it was pretty cool. Oh, how dare you have me on while you're cleaning? How dare you? You're supposed to watch. You're supposed to just sit there and watch. Anyway, hope that your wife gets in okay tomorrow. Mandy, really do. Now let's talk Summer Game Fest, which was the big thing on Friday. Yeah, no, the Until Dawn sequel really surprised me with them saying that they were going to make it. This is from, well, here's the big thing. Final Fantasy VII Revelation was the big thing announced at Summer Game Fest, or Final Fantasy VII Remake Revelation. But yeah, let's go into this here. We've got Resident Evil Veronica, which Mandy, I know that you're excited for more Resident Evil. I know how much you love that franchise. Um, yeah, I'm here. I don't. I think that this is cool for those that are excited. I'm gonna keep saying this tonight. I'm gonna keep repeating this tonight. But I feel like I have to. That's awesome, Mandy. But I feel like I have to just keep saying that because I don't want people to think that I'm yucking their yum or like, bashing on the things that they love because not everything's for everybody, right? But if you're excited for this game, awesome. Let's see here. What was next? Oh yeah. Um, Cuphead is getting a sequel. And then it's also getting a 8-bit or like 16-bit game as well, which I think is really cool that Cuphead is getting two other games. I never played Cuphead, but I heard awesome things about it, and it is a game that I do want to try to play at some point. Because I love a good side scroller, like I really do, and I love hand drawn animation, especially like the old school Disney hand drawn animation of like the old Mickey Mouse shorts. Um, so yeah, as an animation fan, this is right up my alley, and I just I do want to check it out. I think that it would be, I think it'll be really cool. So yeah, Cuphead is getting two new games. Alien Isolation 2 is coming out. I love the first Alien Isolation. I played it on Xbox Game Pass. Loved it. Thought it was a lot of fun. It's very creepy, but it is so good. Um, yeah, so Alien Isolation 2, Creative Assembly is back with it. It's been 12 years since the first game. But yeah, I'm actually excited for this one. I want to see where they go with it. And I don't I'm curious if they're picking up Amanda's story or if this is going to be a different character. I would hope that they're continuing Amanda Ripley's story because it's kind of a really interesting story. So we'll have to see. That is a game I think I may go back and revisit at some point before this game comes out. Uh, Fumito Ueda's next game is Gen Atlas. So this is from the creator of Eco, Shadow of the Colossus. This is a giant robot combat game, essentially. Think Shadow of the Colossus, but it's going to be with robots. That's the best way that I can think of it. It looked really interesting. Blood Message. This actually um was interesting to me. So this is set in ancient China, and I love when a game actually is based in history too. One of my favorite franchises of all time is Age of Empires because of all of the history within those games. That's part of the reason why I liked Dynasty Warriors when I was growing up, was because of a lot of the history within those games. Like Mafia and LA Noir. I love those games because they're set like in these historical periods. This looked really interesting, and I was sitting there and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, this could be really really good. Like this could be something different. Um, so yeah, we'll see. Um, then we have this thing called Stranger Than Heaven, which I have no idea what this game is, but apparently Snoop Dogg and Tupac are in this thing. And the Tupac thing, I was like, okay, that's interesting. How are they going to do that? And then like when Snoop Dogg came out on stage, I was like, yeah, no, you lost me, dude. Like you lost me. I If you're excited for this game, cool. Cool. Um Me personally, I will not be getting this game, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to bash this game. I'm just going to say that it's not my thing and move on. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced got a new trailer with Lever Johnny, which was the sea shanty, one of the sea shanties from this game. I actually, so Mandy and I talked about this, and I love the Assassin's Creed franchise, and I think Black Flag is an incredible pirate game, but to me, it's not really an Assassin's Creed game. However, if this is available on GameFly, I'll rent it from GameFly, or if it's available at my local library, I'll get it from there. Um, I'm not rushing out to buy this game as much as I would love to listen to the sea shanties again. I'm good. Um, yeah, this is one I'll either get from GameFly or go to the library. I think that they should have done AC2. I think also like if you were gonna do um the Kenway the Kenway line, I would have actually gone with 3 and then done Black Flag remake. Um I'm also good if they just remake the original. Because the original Assassin's Creed is amazing. Platinum Games is making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. This is based on the last Ronin comic, which is just amazing. If you've never read that comic, please do yourself a favor and read it. But yeah, I'm excited for a Platinum Games Ninja Turtles game set in the world of the last Ronin. Bandai Namco, who does uh, Gundam with Gunpla, as well as and when I say Gunpla, I mean the Gundam plastic models, as well as video games set within the Gundam universe. They are making a new Gundam game called Rogue Orbit, which when I saw this trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, this looks awesome! Like this looks really good." Um, so yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'll try it out. I don't know if it's going to be one like I said where I run out and get it, but I will definitely I have the GameFly, so I'll just I'll just get it from GameFly or just get it from my local library. Which here's a quick plug here. Um, your local libraries have most of your local libraries have video games. So if you are looking to play games and they do have these video games available, please go to your local library, support your local library, and pick these games up from there. Because right now, our libraries definitely need our help. They need our love. They need our support. So please, 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 if you're looking for video games or movies, and of course books, just go to your local library. If you are, um, you know, strapped for cash at any point, libraries are amazing places to pick up all of this amazing physical media and discover something. You might discover something. You might discover a game that you didn't know that that was out, and you just fall in love with that game. So definitely support your local libraries. That's No Moon reveals Crossfire with a debut trailer. This looked really good. um this is so That's No Moon is a new developer that is made up of ex Naughty Dog and CD Project Red developers. So, Naughty Dog was behind Uncharted and The Last of Us, Jack and Dexter, the original Crash Bandicoot. And then, of course, CD Project Red, behind the Witcher series and, of course, Cyberpunk 2077. Um, yeah, no, this game looked really good. Um, really interesting. It's got a supernatural element to it, um, that I really, really like. Because I'm like, oh man, yeah, this is cool. Like, um, but this game also feels very, very grounded as a military shooter as well. I'm also getting a lot of like original Control vibes with this game too, which I think is really cool. Because I talked about how much I loved the first Control game. Speaking of Control, we had a gameplay trailer for Control Resonant. Like I said, I'm just meh about this game. Like I said, there are a lot of people out there that are excited for it. Cool. Me personally, I'm just meh. Um, and this is somebody that loved Control, loves Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2. Um, Guild Wars 3, um, MMORPG, which is going to come to PlayStation 5 as well as Steam. So, yeah, I think that's cool. We are going to skip the Star Wars trailer because we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Virtual Fighter 5 or Virtual Fighter Crossroads. So yeah, Virtual Fighter is coming back. That is a franchise that we have not seen in a very long time. And out of all of the fighting franchises out there, I would say this is the most underrated. A lot of people say, well, what about Soul Calibur? I think Soul Calibur is more popular than this. Um, Definitely Tekken, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat are more popular than this. But yeah, it's cool that they're bringing Virtual Fighter back. Grounded 2 is coming to PS5. I love the original Grounded. It's a very quirky game from Obsidian Entertainment. I have not played Grounded 2 because I also did cancel my Xbox Game Pass subscription, um, which I'm debating coming back to Xbox Game Pass, but I think I'm gonna do that after the summer, because like right now I'm also just playing a lot, and I've got some stuff that I want to save my money for, some upcoming trips and stuff like that. So So that's kind of like my big thing right now, where I'm just trying to save money. And I know a lot of people are like, well, with Game Pass, you save money. Yeah, well, I get it, but I'm also just having a blast with my PS5. I love that console to death. I can't believe I skipped the PS4 generation, because there were some friggin' bangers on in that generation for PlayStation. Oh my god, I'm going through them now, and it's just wow. Um, so yeah, but I love Grounded. I think it's very fun. It's very silly. It's very Honey I Shrunk the Kids esque, and it's a really great all ages experience in my opinion. Mafia: The Old Country is getting a story expansion called Man of Honor, which deals with um, Don Salieri from the original Mafia game, which I I will say this: I love Mafia 1 and Mafia 2. Mafia 3 is entertaining. It's a lot of fun. Um, and then I played Mafia: The Old Country, and I loved that game. I thought it was an awesome experience. Um, I'm looking forward to this DLC too, but like when I saw it, I was like, um, I have questions. Like, where in the game is this going to take place? Because there's something that happens. So yeah, but I I love the Mafia series. Outside of 3, I love this series. I think it's great. It's a lot of fun. And if you've never played those games, please do yourself a favor and play those games. They're awesome. Um, Assassin's Creed creator shows off trailer for 1666 Amsterdam, which is this is about the European witch trials. That's pretty much it. Um, it looks entertaining. Uh, uh, it's got horror elements to it, so that's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. Because, like I said, I guess I'm just I don't know. I guess I'm just a weak, but you know. Um, this announcement pissed me off. I hate to say it, but this announcement really pissed me off. Um, I know there are a lot of fans of survival horror games, especially like Dead by Daylight, um, all of these games, but do we really need a Saw survival horror game that's 3v1? Like, come on. Like, I watched the trailer to this thing and I, I was I'm just giving my opinion on this. Okay, I'm just giving my opinion on this. But I'm going to say this right now. This disgusted me. This trailer disgusted me. I was I I I almost turned the stream off at this trailer because I was so pissed off. Um like I hate torture porn, and that's exactly what Saw is. Um that's all I'm going to say. Not going to give it any more attention. If you're excited about this, cool. Yeah, I I'll get to it in a minute. Because there's other stuff that was announced in this showcase that actually had me happy. But this just no, no. Lords of the Fallen 2, yay, cool. Um, Skipping Zero Company. Blood of the Dawnwalker. I know a lot of people are excited about this game, especially considering it takes place in both the present and the past. It looks really interesting. As somebody that thinks that both the zombie trope and the vampire trope are overused right now, especially in pop culture, this still looks really interesting. And yeah, I do like that it's the Witcher 3 developers. I think that there are, and don't get me wrong, like there are some amazing development teams out there right now that are developing these incredible experiences that all of them aren't going to land for people. Um, because it's just what it is. But this did look it looked really really interesting. It's another one that if my library has it and Gamefly has it, maybe I'll check it out through there. And I'm also okay with just waiting for it to hit either Game Pass if I do get Game Pass again, or hit PlayStation Plus. Because it is what it is. Uh, Inner Sloth announces a new game, Among Us Story on Guard. Yeah, Among Us is still going on. And I thought that that was fun. I've played some Among Us before, and it's silly, it's fun. Especially like if you're playing with the right people, you can have some incredible experiences playing Among Us and some really fun experiences. So, this didn't piss me off. This I was just like, yeah, that's fun. And Among Us animated series is coming. It's going to be on Paramount Plus, which I don't think Among Us needs an animated series, but it had like it had like the feel of Star Trek Lower Decks, where I'm like, okay, this could be fun. Um 007 First Light is getting DLC. My game of the year is getting DLC. In which we're going to be dealing with Bavma, who is played by Lenny Kravitz. And let me tell you something, he is an awesome character in this game. He's so much fun in this one. So I am looking forward to it. I really am. They actually IO laid out the roadmap for year one, in which we're getting a lot more tax sim operations, but we're getting, this new mission. And then we're getting more gadgets. We're going to get some more weapons, some more cosmetics, all that stuff. And of course, you're going to be able to earn these in the game, which is fantastic. I can't wait. Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance. This is going to be an expansion to Monster Hunter Wilds. I know that this game was hit or miss for a lot of people. Um, a lot of people that have played it have really loved it, and a lot of people that have played it have just said, it's okay, or it's kind of like the weakest in the series. I'm take it or leave it. I don't really. I tried playing one Monster Hunter game, I think on the 3DS or the Wii U at one point, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Not amazing, not great, but it's fine. Um, Hot Wheels game. Zach, something for you and your son to play. The next crossovers coming to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds include Godzilla. Cool. Sonic Pico Park, um, which is just a celebration of Sonic. Attack on Titan 3. Cool. Um, you know, awesome. Clutch is this trailer. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That's cool. Clutch is this game that's being developed by former Forza Horizon 4 developers. Which I was like, okay, cool. This looks really interesting and fun. So I think I'm going to check that out. Wiz Khalifa is coming to Hitman. I love Hitman. I think it's a fantastic series, especially I really enjoy World of Assassination. But these some of these elusive targets, I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it, but yeah, okay. Uh, Pokemon, not Pokemon, but Pokemon that isn't Pokemon, Pal World. That's getting a huge launch in July. Um, Mandy, this next one really excited me. And I know that you wanted this game for a very long time. A lot of us did. And that's The Wolf Among Us 2. I am a fan of Fables, the comic series Fables. I think it's just this incredible yeah, I think it's this incredible story. Wolf Among Us season 1 was it was so good. It was really entertaining. It was very dramatic. It was very funny at times too, and it's been 8 years since we got this, but um, they did announce that a remaster of season 1 is coming out this holiday season. So I am excited for that because it is a game. Like, if they do a physical release for it, I am going to pick up both the original or the remaster, and then of course season 2, because I want both of those games for my collection. They're the first game is just so good. And I love Telltale games anyway. Like, the Telltale Batman series was great. The Back to the Future game they did was fantastic. Their Guardians of the Galaxy game was great. I have not played the Expanse one, and I believe I only played the first season of the Walking Dead one. But they were all entertaining. The ones that I played were all entertaining. Stellar Blade, Blood Rain, whoop de doo. Um, I I had no interest in Stellar Blade, honestly. I know there's a lot of people that once again love this game. Cool. Um, a lot of people are excited. Awesome. Enjoy. Seriously, enjoy. And then Street Fighter 6 is bringing Tifa into the game, which I found really interesting. But then I was like, okay, when they announced like that Tifa was going to be in the game, I was thinking to myself, okay, this means the final announcement is going to be Final Fantasy VII related, and of course, we all put two and two together. Um, cool. Tifa's coming to Street Fighter. And then the final thing was Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII Remake Revelation was announced, and this is the final third of of the original game. Of course, this is the remake, and like I said, this one is so Rebirth is next on to be played. I've got it installed on my PS5, so yeah, I will be getting this one. What's really cool about this Final Fantasy game is that they are going to release this simultaneously on all platforms. So in the spring, when this releases, in the spring of next year, when this releases, which I think is awesome that they're coinciding it with the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII. Um, when they release this, it's going to be on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Um, So yeah, I am excited for them to do this. Um, if there is a deluxe edition to this game, I may actually order it. Because I want one limited edition from this remake. Like that's it. I just want one limited edition from this trilogy. And if it's going to be Revelation, it's going to be Revelation. But yeah, I'm surprisingly excited about this because last year I actually played through, or well, late last year I played through I played through the first game in the trilogy remake, and I played the intermission DLC with Yuffie. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Thought it was fantastic. Um, it was exciting. It was fun. Um, I I am gonna say this though, and I know like I may catch a lot of flack for this, but I don't like Sephiroth's theme. I I I'm sorry. I do not like his theme. I I think it's but I I get it. I get it. I get it. So yeah. Um I know. I know. I know. I just it's I'm not saying that it's bad because it's really bad. It's really bad. No, it's good. It's just one of those things that like after you hear it for a while, what is my favorite theme? Are we talking from 7 or just in the series in general? Because if we're talking from 7, um, I just love that main do. Like, I love that main theme. I just absolutely love that main theme. I love it when it's played on a piano too. I am a big fan of piano music. So like when you get those piano keys, those soft keys like throughout the theme, it just yeah, I love it. Tifa's theme is very good too. I uh, I also love the combat music for the most part, but like I said, I if there's just something about Sephiroth's theme where I'm like, "Oh, okay, like okay, you know, whatever." But yeah, and I'm not saying that it's bad. It just annoys me. And I think maybe that's why because maybe that makes me love him as a villain even more because I'm kind of like annoyed by his theme. But yeah, Tifa's theme is amazing. Um, let's see here. Let me just look through Xbox real quick. Probably will not share the screen for that one. Let's see here. Got a new look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, which cool. Um, whatever. It's another year, another Call of Duty. Clockwork Revolution. This was one I was really excited for when they announced it. This is coming in 2027 and it will be an Xbox exclusive. It is not coming to PS5 or Nintendo Switch. It's going to be strictly Xbox, probably also on PC because, because of PC Game Pass. Um, Spyro, we have a new Spyro coming out, which I'm a big fan of Spyro the Dragon from the PlayStation days, so it's really cool that Toys from Bob is working on another Spyro. Um, let's see here. Persona 6, cool. Big RPG. I This is a series I've tried playing via Game Pass and I just cannot get into it. And I know a lot of people love this series as well, but yeah. But if you're excited for Persona 6, that's cool. Um, Castlevania Belmont's Curse. I am always down for a good Castlevania game. Always down. What? Persona? What? Zach? Where Winds Meet is another Souls-like RPG. It's getting DLC. Whatever. Um, Valor Mortis, another Souls-like. Oh, you platinum the trilogy? Cool, cool. I'm glad that you liked it. Like I said, it's not for me, but for those that love that series, like go for it. Yeah, Valor Mortis is a first person Souls like. Yay. Um, Minecraft Dungeons 2 is coming out in September. I actually liked the first Minecraft Dungeons. I thought it was a lot of fun. Oh, Spyro. Yeah, Spyro. Yeah, no. Love Spyro. Love Spyro. I thought that you were talking about Persona. But yeah, Minecraft Dungeons was a lot of fun. It's a really fun dungeon crawler. And it doesn't take itself too seriously. We are getting a limited series Xbox 25th anniversary Series X, which I guarantee this thing's probably going to retail for $1 million. I mean, $1,000 probably. I'm going to get into console prices here in a little bit because I think since we're talking about games and we're talking about these announcements, we do need to talk about console prices because yeah, we'll get into that. Crazy Taxi is coming back. Did not see this one coming. But yeah, it's coming back in 2027. It's called Crazy Taxi World Tour. Yeah, I'll be playing Crazy Taxi in 2027. That will probably be my game of the year. I'm kidding, but I will be playing Crazy Taxi. Um, Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations, which is going to be new DLC for Doom: The Dark Ages. Um, I really enjoyed Doom: The Dark Ages from what I played. I still think Eternal is the better um of the three games, but Dark Ages is pretty good. Um Senua, Mandy, I think you said that you were the Hellblade fan. Um yeah, Senua is coming back with a third Hellblade game. That's it looks like it's an action game. Um Wolong 2, Wings of Empire, Wings of Ember. Okay. Um cool. Metro 2039. We're getting. Oh yeah. That's right. It was too dark for you. It is a very dark series. It's a very dark series. Metro 2039 is coming out in February. Cool. Oh boy, zombies. State of Decay 3 is coming out in 2027. Um, I don't care. Um, I feel bad for saying it like that, but I just do not care. I don't. Yeah, Metro. Yeah, that should be fun. Persona 4 Revival is coming out in February. It's coming day one to Game Pass. Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy. I've not played the Plague Tale games, but I've heard fantastic things about them. So I may try it at some point. Um, Halo campaign evolved. I'm sorry, but I don't care. I I love Halo. I really, really do. But I I don't care about this. And I, I'm sorry. I just no. I no. I'm gonna like move on from this before I start getting upset. Um, Fable is coming in 2027. Haley Atwell is going to play the villain in Fable, which this could actually be a lot of fun. February is usually a pretty good time for RPGs because you've got a lot of people that are just trying to get through the winter months, and this is a good way of doing it. And then this game looks awesome, and it's Gears of War E-Day. We're getting a Gears of War prequel of how Marcus met Dom. And this will be releasing in October 6th. And it is an Xbox exclusive. There is not going to be a PlayStation 5 port, um, which I think is really, really cool. Um, yeah, I may re-up Game Pass for this. I may re-up Game Pass for this. Because I love Gears of War. I think that they are just really fun games. So yeah, and that's that for the Xbox One. Okay, let's talk. Hold on. Hold on. We are going to be now talking Zero Company. Yes, Star Wars Zero Company. I am really excited for this game. I love Respawn Entertainment. Um, I and I actually really enjoy XCOM as a franchise. I think it's really fun. So to get a strategy game from people that worked on XCOM from Respawn Entertainment, set in the Star Wars universe, like yeah. So let's do it. We're diving into this. Warning: contains flashing images. But like I love seeing the clones. We've got Zero Company here. There's Hawks involved. You know, oh, I love the Arabish too. Like, and look at these cutscenes with the capital ships and the Trade Federation battleships. We've got Republic intelligence. So Hawks you can actually customize. Oh, there's the Ring of Kafrine, um, which is really cool. Looks like you're going to be able to plan your attacks and everything, or plan your missions. Looks like you're also going to recruit your team as you're going through this. And yes, you can build a squad of all droids if you wanted to. Um, yes, there are Jedi involved. Yeah, so you see, you can customize all of your characters too. There's an Umbaran, there's a Mandalorian. Um, D. Bradley Baker is back to play the clones. Um, you've got some assassin droids here, or commando droids, I should say. Um, it's oh wow! So if you lose somebody, like they have their holograms there too, from Zero Company. We've got some tactical droids. And like the Mandalorians are really gonna like open things up too, which I think is fantastic. Um, and you know you'll just be able to just create these squads and just do whatever, and I think that's awesome. Like the amount of creativity that we're gonna have in this game, um, to to build these squads and to go on these missions. It's going to be fantastic. And then we do get an interesting reveal here towards the end of the trailer, which Anakin Skywalker shows up. So really excited for this one. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. It looks exciting. It is T for teen, which I think is fantastic. It's going to be a great entry point for um, not only fans that are new to this genre, but it's also going to be an interesting. It's going to be a really good entry point for Clone Wars fans as well. Um, this just looks fun. It looks exciting. It looks like it's going to be like an experience that um we haven't had in a long time when it comes to Star Wars, right? Like I think the last like really refreshing experience that we had were the Jedi games between Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. Um and I would say Squadrons. I would say Squadrons too, because Squadrons is really, really well done. A highly underrated game if you've never played Squadrons. But we're talking Zero Company. We are going to be ratcheting up or ramping up the Zero Company coverage here coming up, because this is a game that I am very excited for. I know a lot of members of our community and of our team here on the Beacon are very excited for this game. Um, this is going to be one that we are going to stream on our Twitch channel as well, because this is really cool. This is a lot of fun. It looks great. It looks like it's going to play really, really well. So yeah, I'm excited for Zero Company. You can pre-order the game right now, um, which you can get a deluxe edition, which comes with an astromech cosmetic pack. You can get Grand Army of the Republic cosmetic pack, Shadow Collective cosmetic pack, and then some painted weapons themes. What's really great about this is that the only microtransactions that it seems like we are getting within Zero Company are going to be cosmetic, which I'm fine with. I'm mostly I would be great without any microtransactions, but this is one of those things where if you do need to do it, um, this is the one to do. So you can pre-order Zero Company right now um, on the website. It is retailing for the base game is retailing for $49.99. You can also pre-order this off of Amazon um, for I believe 60. And yes, I will be getting the PS5 version of this game. And I will be getting the physical copy. This releases August 27th. Yeah, I'm ready for this one. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. And yeah, yeah. So that's Star Wars Zero Company. Next up, I'm so happy that we are going to be watching this one here. Oh, wait. I need to do that. I need to do that. Come on. Okay. You know what? Let me go to. Yeah. Do Galactic Racer. Okay. Yes. So this is the one. Here we go. So we are going to show you Star Wars Galactic Racer. And while we're gonna talk about this one, and then I have a fun announcement to make that I've already made on social media. But I am gonna post this on Instagram. I am gonna make this announcement on Instagram tomorrow as well. But let's watch the trailer here, and then we'll dive into it. So yeah, this game looks so good right now.
Welcome
I am
to
down
Durban,
for all of
Acos.
the galactic racing goodness, especially seeing pit droids.
champions
I love
are
pit
born,
droids when it comes to Star Wars. They're
and
some of my favorite
losers
droids.
annihilated.
This game just looks so much fun. It's from a lot of the developers in this game actually worked on the Burnout franchise, which is really cool. I mean, we get to race against Sebulba here, which is going to be
Racers
so
don't
much
go
fun.
head-to-head
There's
against
an
Sebulba.
Ardinian mechanic.
Legends do.
Like, let's
They
go.
are not
Like, let's
your
just have
friends.
fun with this game, and it's gonna be fun. We've got some shuttles there. We're gonna be racing at Jakku. There's so many Star Wars locations, both rare and both old and new, I should say, that we're gonna be racing in, and we're gonna be able to do the boot to Eve race, which is gonna be fantastic. I mean, just look at this game and just look at how much fun this looks
The
like.
golden age of the Galactic League begins now.
And there's the logo. So you can pre-order this now. It is, let me see here. It is, let's go to pre-orders. So there's a standard edition, deluxe edition, and collector's edition. The standard edition physical for PS5. Let's go to Amazon. It's going to retail for $60. The deluxe edition is going to be $80. And then the collector's edition is currently out of stock or unavailable on Amazon. I will either be getting the standard edition or deluxe edition. Looks like it just comes with some livery. Yeah, that's about it. It looks fun though. Racer just looks like a really, really fun time. I love Star Wars racing games. Episode 1 Racer and Racer's Revenge are great. Star Wars Demolition was highly underrated too. That one was a lot of fun. So yeah, there's some really but I'm just excited to just just race on some tracks and smash into other vehicles and just have a good time. Because Star Wars is meant to be fun. I know I said that word again. And this should be no exception to the rule. So, really excited for this one. I am going to say this right now on the live show, and then I'm also going to be making this post on social media again tomorrow. We will be forming a Starlight Beacon Transmissions Galactic Racing League. Yes, we are going to be forming this for racers throughout the galaxy, and we are going to have a lot of fun with this. I need to make sure that this is crossplay. I believe that it is. Yeah, I believe that it is because most multiplayer games are crossplay anyway. And this is going to have a story mode and probably a multiplayer mode. So yes, we are forming a Galactic Racing League that is going to launch in October. I am still working at the details and everything, but yeah, it should be pretty cool. So that's that. Really excited for these Star Wars games. Really excited just to be gaming in general. Because gaming is very entertaining. It's a great way for a lot of us to escape, life and all of these other things that are going on, and we can just be in these different worlds and be different people for a while. And That's the beauty and joy of it. So, yeah, that's it for me actually. Yeah, kind of short show this week. I'm going to be in Discord later this evening, um, probably around 9:45, 10 o'clock. So please join me there. And if not, I hope that you all have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.